Something incredible is about to happen. Onto the lights. In race 5 in the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup, the Bank of America 500 from the Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina.
And it's not just Jimmy Johnson that's in the mix here. It's an incredibly tight championship battle, as you see in the standings. 8 drivers sit within 20 points of the championship lead. Only 1 point separate the top two, Carl Edwards and Kevin Harvick. And certainly there are other contenders in the mix there as well.
Race 5 in the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup on the fast and fickle Charlotte Motor Speedway. About to get underway. Green flag is in the air. Listen to those engines scream off into turn 3.
Tony Stewart got a great start there. You see Matt Kenseth right on his bumper, but Tony's shown a lot of speed all weekend with this 14 car.
As the pole sitter, Stewart had the right to choose inside or outside lane for that start. He chose outside lane. See if that becomes a trend on the restarts through the night. Ryan Newman in that white car with the lime green spoiler riding the rim. Trying to get a spot there from Greg Biffle, which he'll do. Biffle in the 16. One of the cars that looked really good in practice.
There's another one looked good. Casey Kane in that 4 car up on the high side trying to make it work early on.
And now Kane running in ninth spot. Challenged there by Trevor Bayne in the 21, the Daytona 500 winner.
Trevor's got that cool paint scheme there. You see him getting just a little bit loose in the corner. Like Casey Kane might be able to get by him. But Trevor's got that paint scheme on there with Glenn Wood on the hood.
Bayne Wood Brothers team. The car for which Trevor Bayne drives. And being challenged there by David Reagan in the 6.
One of David Reagan in that UPS Ford, one of his best racetracks.
Finished second here in the 600 back in May. Stewart and Kenseth, then the gap back to Edwards in third. Allmendinger, Biffle, Newman, and then Jimmy Johnson. Look at this double wide. That's Dale Earnhardt Jr., green and silver car. Joey Logano in the orange car on the outside.
Yeah, things kind of calm up front, but you get back here, there's a lot of fighting going on for these spots.
Junior to 16th, Logano 17th, double wide. Kurt Busch and Denny Hamlin, two of the drivers in the championship. Busch in the yellow 22. And Jeff Gordon behind them in the 24. Pretty, I'll call it mid-pack. I was about to say really deep in the field, but we'll give him mid-pack.
Well, for Jeff Gordon, that is fairly deep in the pack.
Casey Kane is in the car just a little bit loose. They were talking about working on the right front to get the splitter just a little bit more working out of the car there. 4 tire change for Kane. 17 of Matt Kenseth is on pit road. He said, I want it to turn a little bit better, but I cannot be any looser. They're going to make a chassis and air pressure adjustment to try to help Matt. Mike.
Greg Biffle extremely happy with his race car. No changes on it whatsoever. Just 4 new tires and a load of Sunoco race fuel for Biffle. Team now completing its work on the left side of that car. Dropping off the jockeys away, Doc.
Tony Stewart, there will be a chassis change on the left rear. Tony said the car starting to get a little bit tight. Sparks in the car. 4 tires, he's down and away.
Carl Edwards in his pit box there, done with the pit stop. 4 tire change, 2 rounds up on the track bar to try to free him up.
Kyle Busch is the leader, not yet having pitted under this round of stops. Here's David Reagan. Mike.
And David Reagan on pit road. Car just a little bit free. He'll make an air pressure adjustment and a 4 tire change to the 6. AJ Allmendinger in. He'd been complaining throughout the course of this run that his car had been a bit edgy. They'll make a chassis adjustment, also a 4 tire change there. Kyle Busch now on pit road. He has been having some problems with making passes, complaining a little bit about an aero push. He'll roll down pit road, coming to make his stop now. We expect another 4 tire change on the 18 car as he slides into his box now, locks up the brakes. The team going to work on the right side of that race car.
So mostly through the cycle of pit stops, and the man who has had what appears to be the strongest car tonight is about to make a new visit to pit road. Greg Biffle is missing a lug nut on that 16 car. NASCAR rule is you must have all 5 lug nuts installed on that car, and apparently the officials spotted when he left. They were missing one on the left rear. So watch the left rear and watch the NASCAR official. Thumbs up. They come around the car. Now watch on the left rear when he leaves.
Yep, he saw it. You know, he didn't give the crew the signal until the car left.
This is race 5 in the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup, the only night race in the chase. 500-miler at the very fast and sometimes fickle Charlotte Motor Speedway. Story of the night, driver of that 18 car, Kyle Busch. Team had to change engines after they stripped a bolt out in doing its maintenance work, getting ready for the race. Violation of NASCAR's 1 engine per weekend rule designed to save costs, so he had to start last. He's leading the race. So far tonight, just 3 cautions, all for debris. Been mostly a green flag race tonight. Kyle Busch, Greg Biffle, Tony Stewart, Matt Kenseth doing most of the leading. Let's get you up to speed while we watch some of these guys blast around here at a high rate of speed. Mike, how about Kyle Busch?
Well, Alan, you know what they say when you start at the back. You've got nowhere to go but up. And that's all Kyle Busch has done. They've had some problems with an aero push. They've overcome that. They had some problems being slightly tight in the center. They've overcome that. They haven't made many adjustments to this race car all night. It's pretty good right now, Dave.
My last question to Matt's crew chief this morning about the car was, hey, I heard your teammate Greg Biffle was good tonight. He said, yeah, or he'll be good tonight. He said, yeah. Are you going to go to his setup? No, I'm not going to do that because Matt knows what he's searching for, and we're staying with that direction. That's a good call. They're still running in the top 2, Doc.
Tony Stewart, who began the night as the pole sitter, led over the green flag, led a lot of laps, and right now, the only issue he's had all night long is happening right now. He said the car has stopped rolling the center. It will not roll the middle of the corner. I can't get it to turn, and we have some issues. That's why he has now dropped back to the 3rd position. Otherwise, the car seems okay. They will make that adjustment on the next stop. Alan, and the yellow is out. The caution on the racetrack, Alan.
Dave Blaney's 36 car showing some smoke from behind it. And the cause of the caution. Busch and Matt Kenseth again in the 1st and 2nd positions. 42 to go. What's going to happen?
Matt Kenseth really spun the tires right there.
David Reagan 6, looking 3 wide to the inside. Contact with Casey Kane. Jeff Gordon's around. Look out, whole field behind him.
Kevin Harvick just did miss Casey Kane right there. I think he missed him. What's this right here? See the 6 car get down and go up. That forced him into Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, it really wasn't Jeff not leaving enough room. It was just the 6 car getting on the apron.
Oh, Kevin Harvick. I thought he was going to hit Casey Kane whenever we saw it at speed the first time.
Boy, Jeff did a good job of trying to save that car. Stayed in the throttle.
To go. And again, the inside lane doesn't go.
Must not be a lot of grip down on that inside part. See, Denny Hamlin looked like he was going to take that 2nd spot. Carl Edwards fighting back though.
Edwards does hang on a 2nd. Hamlin pestering him for that spot. Matt Kenseth, 17, looking for some running room.
Well, pretty impressive Joe Gibbs Racing. They've been struggling on these mile-and-a-half racetracks. Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, 1st and 3rd right now.
Oh, Greg Biffle scraping the wall. And Tony Stewart there hanging on.
Oh.
And Biffle into the wall.
Yeah, he might have had a tire going down.
Hold it up there, hold it up there.
Caution out
Hold it up
again.
there. Hold it up there, they're still coming.
There they are.
Well, you didn't see any contact between the two. Well, you sure see Biffle. You know, Biffle's already, he's outside. I wouldn't say that Tony ran him into the wall, but he
Felt like he did. Look at that.
And then I think that's what cut his left front, actually, was that last bit of contact.
So Carl Edwards in the 99 inside of Kyle Busch. 31 to go.
All I know is Kyle Busch doesn't have any problem getting his car going every time on these restarts.
That was a little better restart for Carl on the inside. Here comes Matt taking a look.
Kyle Busch leading, Edwards second, Kenseth third, Hamlin fourth. Being pressured there by Marcos Ambrose, trying to get up a little closer to the front in that 9 car.
Big power move by Kenseth there to go around Carl Edwards. He knows there's not a lot of laps here. He couldn't let that 18 get very far away. Kyle Busch is driving hard too, but he knows if he can stay on the bottom, it's going to be hard for Kenseth to get by him.
Toyota versus Ford. Kyle Busch frustrated at trying to win races in the stretch of the championship. Matt Kenseth, the quiet one, feeling perhaps he hasn't been getting the credit he deserves for being a contender for this championship.
Now, what's the two driving styles that are different right here? The 18, see, Kenseth's got a big run, but the 18's going to drive off in the corner a little further. Kenseth's going to back off. See a little distance there. Now he's going to try to go to the inside. Oh, nice move right here.
Kyle tried to block Matt's line. Matt tried to go the other way.
A little contact there.
Got a nose inside. Draws even for the race lead.
Well, you can see Kyle Busch get down there on the 17th quarter round. Got him a little loose, but didn't upset that car too much. Kenseth to the lead.
That was a great move. Man, what a move.
Kyle Busch has led this race for about the last third of its distance. Now Matt Kenseth out in front, 25 laps to go.